Hey guys, it's Kaylee from K-Books and this is my book haul for the month of July. I got quite a lot of books this past month, but this past month it was the month of YALC, the second Young Adult Literature Convention in London, which I went to, and I ended up buying 8 books there, which is a massive improvement from last year when I came home with 25 books. So I'm going to show you those in a bit, but first I'm going to start with the review books. So I got 2 books for review this month. I got The Ice Twins by S.K. Tremin. This is an adult book and this is a thriller. I think it's a thriller. I don't usually read this type of book, but this has a very psychological influence in it, and I love psychology. I teach psychology, so it's very interesting to me. And it's about 2 twins, and one of them dies and one of them survives. But the twist is they don't know which one died, because the twin that was living is saying that she's the twin that they thought had died. So I thought that was quite interesting. So I'm really looking forward to reading this, even though it's not my usual genre. I think it does sound really good. The other book I got for review, I got from Bloomsbury, and it is One by Sarah Crossan. I'm a big fan of Sarah Crossan, and so I'm very excited for this. This is about some conjoined twins. So we've got a very big twin theme at the moment, haven't we? But this one sounds really good. It is written in verse, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. It's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be very interesting. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, I'm hoping to read that this coming month, so I'm really excited for that one. I got one book that was gifted, which was from Laura from Bookish Treasures. Me and Laura shared a room when we went to YALC, and she brought a book that she had at home that I'd said that I was interested in reading, so she brought it for me. And it is The Weight of Souls by Bryony Pierce. This is one that I've had my eye on for a while. It sounds really interesting, and it sounds like something I would love, so I'm really looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be awesome. The rest of the books are bought. The first one I'm going to show you is actually one that I didn't buy at YALC. I bought when I came back from YALC, but the rest are books that I got from YALC. So the one that I got when I came back is The Isle of the Lost by Melissa Dela Cruz. I am a fan of Melissa Dela Cruz books. I've really enjoyed her books. I'm not a big fan of the Blue Blood series, but I read her Heart of Dread series, and I absolutely love it. This is a prequel for the upcoming Disney Channel movie Descendants. So the Disney Channel movie is about the kids of sort of the heroes and the villains. So you've got sort of like Maleficent's child and Jafar's child and things like that, and they go to sort of school together. So this is actually about, I think it is about the children, but it's about the villains and their children, so it's sort of as a backup, not a backup, a prequel, so that you can see what happened before the movie. So I am really looking forward to that. I don't know if there's any more planned in this series, because it is a prequel to a movie, but it says a Descendants novel, so I do have hope that maybe they might turn it into a series of books, because I am a huge Disney fan and this sounds awesome. Okay, so the rest of these books are ones I got at YALC. One of the ones I bought is Fans of the Impossible Life by Kate Shelser. I think that's how you say her name. This is due to be released in September, but they had it on sale early at YALC, and really I hadn't heard of it, and that's quite rare when you go to something like YALC, because even though we say that the blogging community is a close-knit community, and it is, there is more close-knit things with the UK bloggers, I think. We are very friendly with each other, and we follow all of each other's blogs, and we always see books on them blogs, but none of us had ever heard of this book, and that was quite rare for all of us, not one of us to have heard of it. And when I was talking to the guys from Macmillan at the My Kind of Book stand, they pitched this to me and Laura as it is about the girl, her gay best friend, and the boy who is in love with both of them. And at that moment, me and Laura literally simultaneously went, ooh, that sounds so good, and we both bought a copy. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. I've actually just had an email from Macmillan asking if I want to be on the blog tour for that one, which I've obviously said yes for. So I am planning on reading this in August so that I can have it read before my blog tour. The next book I bought was Night School by C.J. Dougherty. I've never read anything by C.J. Dougherty. I followed her on Twitter for a while. She follows me back, which I felt really bad at because I met her at YALC. And I actually went and bought this book because I saw one of the panels that she was on, and she is so impressive with the things that she says. I instantly went, I'm going to go and buy the first book in her series and read it because she's impressed me so much. And I decided I would go and get it signed while her signing was on. And she recognised me, she knew who I was, and I felt so bad that she knew who I was, and I've never read anything by her. So I really need to read this book soon. I really want to. So I'm really looking forward to that. The next book I bought was Way Down Dark by J.P. Smith. This is book 1 in an Australia series. I met James at YALC, and he's so cool, but he's really tall, so I do genuinely think he's like a giant or something. This is a dystopia book. It is a huge paperback. It's so tall, and I'm really looking forward to reading it because it looks awesome. I got it signed by James. He's very cool. But my begrudge was I bought this at YALC, and it was £14 for a paperback. I mean, this book better be phenomenal because that is a ridiculous price for a paperback, in my opinion. I'll show you later on that I actually bought a hardback book while I was at YALC, and I very rarely buy hardback books in like bookstores or at events because they're so expensive. This book was more expensive than a hardback. That does not make sense to me, not at all. But I am looking forward to reading that, and I hope it's really good. The next book I bought is Lorelei by Laura Dockrill. This was one that I bought, and I didn't need to buy it, but I did anyway. I already have a signed arc of this book, but it's sort of the plain cover, the plain white hotkey cover with the key on. And when I saw this in person, I had to buy it. Look how beautiful it is. It's just shiny and mermaidy, and I needed the finished copy. So I got this signed. So when I read this and my review goes up, I'm actually going to do a giveaway for my signed arc since it's not personalised to anybody. But I'm really looking forward to this. I love this cover. It's gorgeous. Next one I bought is Black Thin Sky by Kat Ellis. Kat Ellis was actually stood at the Firefly stand when I picked this up, so she signed it for me. There we go. I wasn't sure about this book, but the people at Firefly really sold it, and it did sound really great. So I thought it was more of a thriller type. It sounded more like a thriller type. They pitch it more like a fantasy. So I bought it because I do really like fantasy, and it's sort of like a fantasy mystery type of thing. So I am looking forward to it. I really hope I like it because it's not one I would have picked up had sort of the people at Firefly pitched it so well. So I am looking forward to that. The next one I bought was Crow Mountain by Lucy Inglis. I read Lucy's other book, City of Halves, last month. Oh, I loved it. It was so good. She is so cool, so I had to buy her new book, and it was on sale there, and it's all kinds of pretty. And I'm really looking forward to reading it because I really loved her other book. She's a great storyteller. She is fantastic. So yeah, I can't wait for that. And I have two more to show you. I have already read both of them because I just had to. The first one was, this one was probably the one that when I was going to YALC, I'd already said, I am going to buy it. I have to buy that book. And it was Am I Normal Yet by Holly Bourne. I adore Holly Bourne. I've read all of her books. They blew me away, and Soulmates was always my favourite until I read this. This is fantastic. It's the first in a series, so I'm really excited that she's actually having a series coming out, so that's cool. But this is amazing. Amazing. And Holly Bourne is incredibly cool. I just love her. She's fantastic. And the last book was a book that I had on my radar, but I didn't buy because I never planned on buying it because I didn't think it was my kind of book. It is an LGBT book, and I don't particularly seek them out. I don't read them. Not because I have anything against LGBT, but I just never thought that I would like that sort of thing. And if they are very stereotypical, that would annoy me that they are going stereotypical, so that's why I've never read them. But after going to the LGBT talk at Yelk, this author blew me away. She was just so genuine and so amazing that I went and bought her book. And it is The Art of Being Normal by Lisa Williamson. And it was phenomenal. I read this book because I was straight away really. When I came back from Yelk, the first two books I read were Am I Normal Yet by Holly Bourne and this one, and it really blew me away. It is amazing. It is about a transgender teen. We have a boy, and how this is, I really love how the cover depicts that. Feels like he is a girl. He needs to be a girl, and it's about his journey of accepting himself, of telling his parents, and it's just amazing. I just loved every moment of it, because if you think, oh, it's about a transgender teen, that's not my kind of thing, I urge you to give this one a go because it's just stunning. I will talk more about this one in my wrap-up post for July, but it's so good. That's all the books I bought and got this month, so join me next month for the books that I get in August. Thanks for watching. Bye!